Tower is also perfectly fine. Irrelevant, very good Gnar player. He's got a very long history on it. All the way back to his Misfit days. It was something that he was often going towards and something he's shown great proficiency on.
And there are some relatively low. You've got a tier with a Doran's Blade on your Ezreal. You're not going to do too much work. Instead, get the objective, get yourself a plate, a little bit more gold in your back pockets. One of the great things about playing a ranged support like the Ashe is you can always argue that you should share the plates. And as a support, getting that 63, to 100 extra gold, it's just so nice. Who would pretend to be me? Very true.
Oscar in and getting bullied a little bit. Noah
gets hooked. Isma's looking for the flank here as well. The flash away. Noah. Fnatic fans just absolutely cursed him. Positioning was quite aggressive. As we see the arrow come through in the mid lane, hits onto Niski. Humanoid's going to land the chains as well. The True Shot barrage is enough, and Niski doesn't get a chance to move. Control trade. It's not going to be the Drake yet, though, because there's still 30 seconds before that's up, Vedi.
Isma's getting this deep vision, looking for a potential dive. Noah recognizes he's on the weak side. Going to use his ultimate to thin out the wave.
Noah has no flash.
Dangerously
DOS
close.
has ult. Yeah, this is not the easiest from Noah as the stun lands, but a good enchanted crystal arrow means that Noah gets a sidestep. The arrow from Jun saving his AD carry's life, delayed enough time so that Isma could not land the follow-up CC.
Now the question is, do SK feel strong enough to force this dragon? To roam, Humanoid was very quick to follow him and he was harassing him all his way towards the bot side of the map.
Good wallop, knocking to the wall there for Oscar. Irrelevant goes mini, Oscar.
Very close. Of course, he would still have the passive, but if Irrelevant could proc that, he'd be pretty happy. Razok, though, sitting pretty comfy right now.
I think I was wondering if Irrelevant, but even then, I don't think your blood boils at 37 degrees, otherwise we'd all be dead, Betty. Isma looking to take us out of our misery with this conversation. Going for that fight. Blue buff secured by Isma, I believe. Razok chases him away, though, and there's the kill. Fnatic get their second on the board. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Irrelevant continues to harass and harangue. Oscar winning.
Nice trade once again from Irrelevant. Isma sacrificed his life for a blue buff. I think Fnatic will be pretty happy with that trade. They're continuing to mount advantages. Tower going to be secured in bot lane. That tower is getting very low in mid as well. They're looking for the dive.
Where are you going, Niski? Emperor's Divide, flash away initially. Razok dashes forward. The Emperor's Divide comes back. The Dawning Shadow Shield, not enough. As Humanoid and Razok able to tank up both the towers and escape.
Nice movement from Fnatic from bot into mid. They find another pick, but Irrelevant still standing strong in the top lane in game one. Here, Humanoid, though, has been left by his jungler.
No tower here for him. Isma might just use the Magnet Storm initially. There's the slide forward, the arrow going wide. Humanoid tries to survive, but doesn't really have anywhere to go. Niski takes the kill. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Noah takes the tower.
Yeah, I will say, that was probably a mistake on Humanoid's part.
Oscar in court. Razok might just look for the Drake here. Oscar is going to take a long time to kill. Niski now stepping back. Oscar in already low. Extra kick with the Dawning Shadow. The Drake secured by Noah. Oscar in dies. No fight ensues. But the dragon goes over to Fnatic.
So, okay, it's a kill for Drake, but I really think that's worth it. That was close. Here comes Humanoid.
There's the arrow.
Ooh. Niski won't fall for the same trick twice. Regardless, Jun and Irrelevant will now go face to face. Naturally, you give the advantage to Irrelevant.
I think Irrelevant wins these. Yep, Irrelevant wins these. Isma here to back him up. And
Irrelevant will just be like, all right, we'll have another.
For Fnatic, TP's behind. There's two invested. That second one will be seen because it's on a control ward. The arrow does land onto Exakick, who's now trying to get away. Hook from DOS as well. Oscar in and tries to get on the back line, but misses the stretching strike. The investment from DOS was a deadly one as he sacrificed Wordles or Lolls, right? It's like, if you don't guess the champ action, I'm just going to run back and hit your tower. You get the Rift Herald in. Isma has to flash away here as Razok was on the way. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow dodged away from him as well. DOS, Hex flashing away. Isma doesn't really have a place to go here. The Magnet Storm still locking Razok against the wall, but with the TP coming in from Niski, Irrelevant's looking for that Mega Gnar. Bar building up. Humanoid keeping them so far at bay, though. Irrelevant has the Megas charged up now. Chun flashes forward. Irrelevant goes in for the Mega Gnar, but it only lands onto two. Is that enough? Irrelevant then dashes away. Niski slides in, though. Perfectly played by Niski as SK managed to find two. They lose their support for it. Niski trying to kill off Razok, but can't quite get the damage down. In the end, a 3 for 2 in favor of Fnatic. Make it ball, perhaps, as Extra Kick tries to run from the Karma, but it's out to get him. Can't quite find it as now Humanoid has overstepped. Will
Has
be
he?
a 3 for 3 in the end. He has, Vetty.
Yep, he has.
has. With the chip damage down, Irrelevant building up that Mega Nano. No flash for him, makes it harder for him to get access that back line. Enchanted Crystal Arrow hits Isma. They're looking to burst him down. Oscar Winning dives forward, and the smite secured by Razork. And now the fight perhaps secured by Fnatic. Irrelevant trying to get towards that damage, but he just can't get enough down. Execute caught out by Razork, and DOS and SK now starting to retreat. The death charge comes out at the end of the fight, and once again. And a date with Mad Lions Koi awaits them Friday of next week. 24 minutes in, there's the Baron, 1,000 gold lead for them as well. That's how engaged they were looking for. Irrelevant splitting off in the top lane. We'll be able to get a tier 2 here, but they're sacking 2 tier 2s for it. Obviously a net gain for Fnatic. Nisqy tries to clear out the wave, or at least chunk away at Oscar Winning. Enchanted Crystal Arrow going wide there. Isma dashes back with a wave state in mid lane. Very healthy for Fnatic. They'll get an inhibitor tower out of this. TP behind by Irrelevant. He's built up that Mega Nut bar. Now Razork's got a little bit too deep. Rooted up, locked up. Irrelevant trying to run away from the rest of Fnatic. Razork locked up with a depth charge as well. Should fall here, but the heal gets him out in time. Irrelevant goes into Mega. Does not have the flash, but he has the dash to only bring back Humanoid, and now SK are on the back foot, forced away. As Noah gets a shutdown, Nisqy puts the Emperor's Divide up, but those bodyguards aren't saving anyone. Fnatic looking for the win.
SK just can't find a good engage. Fnatic used their range beautifully, and they're going to look to end this game in 26 minutes.
Exekick, DOS, and Isma. It's all on them to try and defend the Nexus, but Oscar Innings tanking the Nexus towers. We saw SK overstep a little bit in this position in game 1, but Fnatic do not do the same. The Nexus in their eyes, they don't care about the kills. Give them game 3.
Really well played poke comp from Fnatic. It was a slow early game, but they knew what their win conditions were. The way they played around the